What's up, folks? Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so as you can see here, of course, trying to make it less than 10 minutes long, as I try to do in most of my tirades. Hope y'all having a good one out there. Please make sure to like and share. Sub up if you would, so that way we can get this content out to folks who, actually want to talk more about these particular type of discussions when it comes to sneakers, which right now, this is an avenue of sneakers, but it really don't got nothing to do with sneakers. And of course, we're talking about what happened in Astroworld a few days ago. Or by the time you see this video, it might have been a few weeks ago, a few months, whatever the case. So let's get right into my thought process on it. Now, there's different variables overall on what is going to be done, because we're still in the thick of it. As far as what the people who are affected by the tragedy are going to do, whether they're going to go ahead and lawyer up, which most of them already have, and go after Travis Scott, they're going to go after Drake, or whoever has the bigger, deeper pockets to gain some type of restitution based on, unfortunately, if maybe their loved ones was injured, or unfortunately, if they passed away. So definitely, whoever might be watching this, I'll just definitely say, of course, prayers go out to the families who unfortunately got into a situation where, well, not even got in a situation, they were pushed, the situation was pushed on them, and now they have to suffer the consequences. As far as canceling the shoes, that is a different matter. So today's episode for Tykisa's Tirade, we're going to be looking at basically what I just mentioned. I mean, is Travis Scott's shoes canceled? That's a tough one. You have to go off of your belief structure. You have to go off of what you feel is right to do in your own life. Okay, did you hear what I just said? So it doesn't matter what society dictates and what you feel is right based on what society thinks. You feel what I'm saying? You have to come to the decision yourself as a person. Like, if you feel like, you know what, I'm disgusted with Travis Scott, he don't give a fuck about people, I'm not wearing the shit no more, I'm done. If you want to burn your retail or replica shoes that have any kind of Travis Scott insignia, you have your right to do so. And nobody's going to stop you because it's your own property. It's pretty much like when people, I don't know if you remember Straight Outta Compton, that movie, people like brought the CDs and whatever, and, they were just destroying them. And you remember what he said in that scene, you know what I mean? It was their property. You already paid me the money, you know what I'm saying? So why would I be mad about what's going on there? So yeah, it's an unfortunate situation, but at the end of the day, it's like, you have to make that decision for yourself. I know for me, I'm not getting rid of any of my Travis Scott shoes only because they're just materials. They're just, shoes on feet. That's just like, us getting rid of all of our Jordans because Jordan has done certain things that might have been unsavory to his character outside of basketball. So if we really want to if we really want to do the research on how Jordan, does things and how he's gotten money, stuff like that, most of us probably wouldn't be wearing Jordans no more. I'm just going to keep it 100. Most of us would probably be fucking with them Sauconys, you know what I mean? Them Diodoras, them Adidas, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, well, if we go to Adidas, now we're in the Yeezy land. And then if we really look at how Yeezy used to do it, now he's kind of like making up for it now. But before, it's like, most of us shouldn't be wearing Yeezys. Here's the thing about it, people. These shoes are modeled after people who have great success, great financial success, generational wealth, whatever you want to call it. But they also have unsavory characters about them from time to time. From time to time, people are allowed to change. So it's not going to be the exact same way. Now, right now, what Travis Scott's going through is horrific. But where's Live Nation at? We're not going to mention them at all. Like, I get the whole inciting people to create anarchy and mayhem and things of that nature, and then people are just going crazy in the crowds. That's an unfortunate side effect, certainly. But Live Nation is also in charge of these larger venues and the security. You see what I mean? So like, now we're playing the blame game to try to justify what might have happened, when at the end of all of that bullshit, people lost their lives. But I feel like that's separate from what the actual materials are, the actual shoes. It's a different balance. And I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. when going through this, because I know I could get a lot of heat from this. A lot of people have their own different views, but at the end of the day, it is your decision. You want to make the decision to go ahead and get rid of these things that you might have spent months upon months trying to save up for. And I'm not even talking about the replicas at this point. The replicas are always going to be the less expensive option. Always. There's never going to be a replica that is going to cost you like $600, $700, $800 outside of the Air Mag, you know, Back to the Future 2 shoes. Those are like between $1,500 to $3,000, but that's besides the point. We're talking about the retail or resale shoes that go for $800, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever. So of course, if you know, these most recent Travis Scott fragment lows, highs, whatever, you're coming up in excess of $2,000 to actually spend on these retail shoes or resale shoes at this point. So of course, you're like, you know what? Forget about it. I'm about to just take this to the bonfire, throw them shits in there. Or like even the original Travis Scotts that came out almost 3 years ago. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to throw that into the bonfire and that's it, man. Because I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm not dealing with this demonic crap. Okay. Do I feel like that's a waste of money? That's my opinion. But yeah, I feel like it's a waste of money. Is it a waste of an opinion though? That's the main thing. No, it's not. This is how strongly you feel about what happened as a, you know, as a man or a woman or as a husband or as a father, as a wife, mother, you know, brother, auntie, you know, uncle, sister, whatever. Like, however you are and however you feel your position in life, if that's what you want to do to prove, you know, how you are processing what happened these last couple of days ago at that festival, then that's your choice. But the rest of us will probably not do that. In fact, some of us that's actually watching this now either just placed an order from their suppliers for their own pair of Travis Scotts, whether they're high or lows, no matter what the colorway, because the suppliers got a plethora of colorways nowadays. I don't know what that's about, but they got a whole bunch of colorways. Or they already got them. Like they just received them in the mail through UPS, FedEx, DHL, whatever. So it's a personal preference. I feel like getting the shoes does not take away what a person's anger, you know, how a person should feel. Like if they're angry towards the situation, towards Travis Scott, towards Drake, towards Live Nation, towards whoever needs to be, in your view, blamed. It's not going to take that away. I get that. But also on the flip side of the same coin, these are just shoes. The shirts are just shirts. The merchandise is just merchandise. Like I said in the beginning of the video, folks, like if we really want to go that deep about it and be like, fuck Travis Scott and his merchandise, we really need to say fuck Jordan and fuck Yeezy, because both of those guys are not of the highest of quality either. If we really want to go that far into it, but without playing the blame game, let's just look at it as what it is. It's just merchandise. We wear the shoes, we rock them, we don't stock them, and we keep it moving. And what happened separately a few days ago is a tragedy, definitely. And I'm very happy that my son, who is a avid Travis Scott fan, did not go out to that festival. Because even though he's 22 years old, I still care about him. I still love him. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't change because he's 22 years old. That doesn't change even when he reaches 40, if I should still be on the earth to see him at that time. So this is Tykisa saying, look, it is up to you as a person, as a human being, as an adult, to either stop wearing these shoes and merchandise or to not. You have to come to that decision yourself. You can't allow people like me or the society out there or social media or whatever to dictate your beliefs, to dictate your thought process. It's up to you. Just like it's up to me to keep wearing these fragment Travis Scotts and my Chicago's that's over here behind on the wall and any other Travis Scott I have. And that's about it. Take care.
Off the stage like yeehaw.